Recording. And we're off. We're starting. All right. Good morning. Pilates stretch day. On this kind of misty, little bit rain. We not as much rain as what we need, but anyways, little any little bit will work. All right. So Pilates stretch. Focus, right? Let's start. Shoulders up and back. So palms are forward. So that automatically puts your shoulders back and where they should be. You can bring them back. Rib cage up off your hip bones and your core is engaged. And breathe in and out. All right, so you're nice and relaxed. All right, let's do a 3-arm circles all the way up and around. And the other way. Remember, we're always trying to work on range of motion here. It doesn't matter how fast you go, right? Just work on trying to lengthen your arms and legs and body. All right, shoulder rolls all the way up and around. Your core is still engaged. Take that breath in and out. All right, hands up nice and tall, and we're just going to start swaying nice and slowly. Just stepping to the side. Gradually getting a little bit bigger. And then let's push out the rib cage out to the side. All right, and then bring our hands down and let's just swing our arms back and forth. Bend your knees, just swaying. All right, and then let's swing our arms back and forth, letting your hip palm hit the back of your back, right at your kidneys. Just kind of tap your body. And then bring our arms all the way up to the sky and all the way back down. All the way up and all the way back down. And this time we're going to do 6 full body squats coming up. Really reach booty back and down and up. Squeeze those glutes. Big breath out, going down. Big breath up. Two more. Squeeze those glutes. One more. And let's come down those side walls. All right. Let's air squats here. Moving that leg up and around. And then the other way. 3, 2, and 1. And the other side. And the other way. 1, 2, and 3. And let's go all the way up on our tippy toes. Okay, let's walk down the mat. We're doing the Barbie walk. Turn around. And let's go down on 1, up on 2. Squeezing those calves. And down. And let's roll that ankle around. Big ankle rolls. And the other way. And let's go on the outside of that foot. And on the inside. No, 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 no. Here. She's getting into my corks. All right. And then let's go up on your toe. Push your arch forward. Cross those toes, rolling. And let's do the plantar fasciitis stretch. Bring that shake carpet, scrunch that shake carpet in your toes and bring it towards your heel, making your arch come up. And while it's up, keep it up and see if you can wiggle your toes. So keep that arch up and wiggle your toes. It's not easy. All right, and give that leg a little shake. All right, let's do the other foot. Big circles all the way up and around. And the other way. And then on the outside. Then on the inside. Up on those toes. Arch being pushed forward. Roll across those toes. And scrunch that carpet up. Scrunch it up. Get that arch up there. Leave it up there. Wiggle your toes. And shake it out. All right. And let's standing nice and tall. Palms are forward. Rib cage up. Tilt that pelvis a little tiny bit. Let's bring up that foot. And we're just going to roll that foot and wrists. Other way. Point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex, and wave. And down. All right, reset. Leg comes up. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Other way. If you're starting to lose balance, push that big foot into the floor. Wave it. Shake it. And down. Tessa, you be good. All right. Let's just give it a nice little shakeroo. Big breaths of air out. Awesome. All right. We're just going to pat up all off our body, inner legs. You can make a fist if you like, waking up all the fascia, trying to get all that gummed up. Okay, going up your glutes, your lower back, your hips. Don't forget your hip flexors. All right, let's move those organs around. And up your arm. Other arm. Up your chest. Down your neck. Across your face. Right behind your skull, underneath that skull. And you can wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. That's her. She's pulling little threads. All right. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And we're going to take our eyeballs, shift them to the right, shift them to the left, shift them to the right, shift them to the left, and up and down. Just your eyeballs up and down. Keep wiggling. And relax. All right. All right, we're going to start off with step 1, 2. All right, so starting with your right leg, we're going to go right, left, kick, right, left, extend, swing those arms. Rib cage is up. Shoulders are back and in. One more, we'll switch sides. Awesome. And let's go with left. Left, right. What did you get in your mouth? Kick, left, right, extend. Just a little puppy break. Kick it. I don't know why these dogs always tend to like to sit right in the middle of the mat. Awesome. Okay. Um, and now we're going to do something a little different. We're going to be going into horse. All right. So I want your feet out, probably about shoulder width apart or a little further, standing up nice and tall again, rib cages up. Let's bring those hands all the way up to the sky. I want you to reach for the sky. Nice big deep breath in and out. Try to have those biceps by your ears. All right. And I want you to bend your thumbs going down. Thumbs going down. Reach those elbows up to the sky. Bring those hands back up. Reach for the sky. Bend. Get those elbows up. Really having a nice shoulder stretch here. And then all the way up. Come down to prayer. We're going to open up those toes. We're going down to horse. Coming down to prayer. And let's just pulse it out. Booty is way back. Okay, tilt that pelvis forward. We're going to come all the way up nice and slowly. All the way up and all the way back down. So release your pelvis, pushing that booty back. Nice and slowly, coming all the way down as far as you can go. Pulse it out. You're looking forward. Tilt that pelvis. We're going to roll all the way back up. Squeeze those glutes. And let's come all the way back down. Nice and slowly. Pulse it out again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's straighten those legs out. Bring your hands down to the mat. Your feet come straight. And let's fold our hands. We're in star ragdoll. Nice big deep breath in and out. All right, let's bend that right leg. Bring your hands over to that right leg so you're in a nice side lunge stretch. Feel the stretch on that inner leg. Slide it across to the other side. Same thing. Slide it across to the other side. And this time I want you to bring up your left arm all the way up and over your head. All the way back down and slide across to the other side. Same thing. Bring that right arm all the way up overhead. And slide across to the other side. And back to center. And let's just put your hands down, bend your knees. Hands are on the mat, feet are on the mat, kind of in Frogger. You can actually try to do a headstand from here if you like. No. All right, let's bring our knees, our elbows up to our knees again. Hands to chest. Tilt that pelvis. We're going to start to roll all the way up. Bring those hands all the way up and back down. And let's stand at the end of the mat. And let's go all the way up to mountain man, reaching nice and high. Reach, reach, reach. And let's come all the way down up to ragdoll. Let's pulse those feet out. Heels are down. Fold those hands. Nice big deep breath in and out. Arms are spaghetti. Soft bend in those knees. We're going to roll up our spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Start with pulsing your knees. Nice and slowly till you find that lowest vertebrae in your back and start to roll up nice and slowly, belly in, coming up over top of those shoulder blades, chin to chest. Roll your shoulders back, up to mountain man and all the way back down, reaching for those side walls. Soft bend in the knees, right arm longer than your left. We're going to open up the left side of the vertebrae of the spine now. Pulse it and roll it up. Breathing out all the way up. Roll those shoulders back. Up and back down again. And this time we're opening up the other side. Left arm longer than your right. Try to make sure your weight is distributed evenly over both feet. And rolling up that right side all the way up. And roll your shoulders back up to the sky and back down. Walk it out to downward dog. Pulse those feet out, stretching those calves. And let's push away from your hands. Chest is being pushed to your knees. Belly being pulled up to the sky. And let's just sway it side to side, nice and slowly. Nice, big, easy breaths in and out. Still pushing your chest to the knees. Let's bring this right leg up high behind you. 3 kicks. Bend that knee and look underneath your left shoulder. Still push your chest to that knee and reach that knee to that back wall. Straighten that leg out and we're coming into your chest for 4. 1, all the way back up. 2, 3, and 4. And let's bring it all the way through to our right thumb for low lunge. Just let those hips sink. And let's bring this right arm all the way up. Take a look at those fingers. And back down. Coming to plank, switch legs, left leg up. Let those hips sink. Left arm all the way up. Take a look at those fingers. We're opening up our chest. Bring it back down and we're switching feet again. And right arm up. Bring both hands in front of that right foot. We're powering up to high lunge. Palms are being pulled together like magnets. Power up, belly to your back. Reach for the sky, up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High lunge. Let's bring those hands all the way down. We're going to the inside of this right foot. Drop that left leg onto the mat. Your shoelaces down on the mat. Wiggle this right foot out to the edge of the mat. Open up this knee. Hi, sweetheart. Put your palm on the outside of that knee. Push your knee into the palm and bring it in. Push it out. Bring it in. We're working on that hip joint. Push it out. Bring it in. And leave it out. You're up on the edge of that foot and we're going to go down to lizard. So if you can, go down on your forearms and breathe. I'm coming back up on my hands. I'm going to bend my left leg, heel coming towards my left cheek. If you want to, reach back and just don't pull it because it's a big quad and hip flexor stretch. Just hang on to it. Hey, no bites. Release that foot and let's wiggle this right leg into the center, going up onto your heel. Okay, you're going to look back and you're going to make sure that left hip is over top of that left knee, right? And you're going to push your booty back, lengthen your left arm down the mat, and bring your chest down. Pushing your booty back, lengthen that left arm. And let's bring that foot back down to the mat, coming into plank. Hands are underneath shoulders. Shoulders are pushed back into their sockets. Belly to your back, and we're holding. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, hi Tessa, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push it back to downward dog. Push away from those hands. Chest is being pushed to those knees. Sway those hips side to side. Still pushing away from those hands. And let's bring that left leg all the way up behind you. 3 kicks. Bend that knee, look underneath your left shoulder. Straighten it out and bring it into your chest for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way through to your left thumb. Low lunge. Right arm up. Switch legs. Left arm up. Switch legs. You're in high plank and then switch legs again. Take your time. Think of your range of motion here and lengthening. Awesome stuff. Both hands in front of that left foot. Magnetize those hands. Power up. Reach for the sky, belly to your back. Up and down. High lunge. Let's bring those hands all the way down. Inside of that left foot, bring your hands down. Drop that right leg. Wiggle the left leg out onto the edge of your foot. Open up that leg. Hand comes on the outside of the knee. Knee to palm. Push it in, keeping that resistance. And back out. All right, leaving it out. Let's go down to lizard. Okay, if you have a yoga block, use a yoga block. If you don't, you can go down on your elbows if you can, or you can stay up high in lizard. While you're down in lizard, take a look back and make sure your knee is in front of your hip. Always trying to make sure things are in line. Your body works as a machine. It works much better if things are in their proper positions. Proper pose, yeah, positions. All right. Coming up into high lizard, I'm going to bend my right leg, reach back, This is a really huge stretch for me, so I don't really want to pull. I just want to apply pressure. Awesome. Bring that leg back down. Wiggle this left foot up onto your heel. Now, your right hip is above your right knee, right? You're going to push your booty back. Extend that right arm down the mat and bring your chest down. And breathe. Pushing the booty back. Awesome stuff. All right, we're going to go all the way back up into plank. Push those shoulders back into their sockets. And we're going to plank twist to the right. Bringing that right arm all the way up. Follow with your eyes. And plank twist to the left. And bring it back down. Pushing back into downward dog. Chest is being pushed to those knees, belly being pulled up to the sky. Everything is contracted here. And let's walk our hands to our feet. Bend those knees and roll all the way up. Rolling those shoulders back. And let's get into snowbird position here. All right, so down on one knee. Extend the other one, coming right from your hip, right? And this knee is above your hip. Hands are coming out. Okay, rib cage is up, belly's in, arms are back and relaxed. Nice big deep breath out, core is engaged. Let's bring that left arm down and up to the sky. We're staying here. Reach down your right leg, reaching for the sky. Stay here, nice stretch. All right, wing dips, down and up. 1, keep that belly to your back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's bring this left arm down to the mat, right arm on your hip, and lift that right leg. Toe pointing down, legs getting heavy, up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toe tap in the front, heel tap behind. Close the hip, open the hip. Close and open. And extend those limbs, arm and leg, belly to your back, and crunch it, bringing that elbow to the inside of the leg. Crunch belly to your back. 3, 4, 5, really lengthen from wall to wall, and 6, and lengthen, and let's come all the way up to the other side. All right, reset. Shoulders are back and down, rib cage up, belly in, arms are out. Nice big deep breath out. Touch down. And we're staying here for a second. Up. Look at those fingers way up there and reach down that leg. All right, here we go. Wing dips. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep that belly to your back. 5, and 6. And bring that arm down. Leg comes up, toe pointing down. Ready? And up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And toe tap heel. Close that hip, open the hip. Close, open. Feel it with your hand. You can feel that hip, that joint opening and closing. And lengthen. And we're crunching. Ready? Crunch it. 1, 2, 3. Come on, really bring that belly in to your back. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And lengthen. And coming all the way up. Whew, to bird dog. Okay. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, belly to your back, 3 clicks of the heel, and make a wish for today. Awesome. All right. Right arm, left leg out for bird dog, toe pointing down behind you. Take a little look back. Is that right hip over top of that right knee? And is your left arm underneath your left shoulder? Belly to the back, and we're staying here for 5. Awesome stuff. We're going to slide those limbs out to the side and back for 6, 5, belly to in, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's leave that leg out to the side for rainbow taps. Your hand comes down, bring that left leg up and over to the other side for 1, 2, 3, and 4. And bring it down. Let's go right up to bird dog on the other side. So left arm, right leg, toe pointing down. It's okay, baby. And we're going out to the side for 4, sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring that hand down and rainbow taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And coming all the way down, and let's go right into child's pose. Slide those hands down the mat. Awesome stuff. Let's bring those hands over to the right, left cheek off the left heel. Big breath in and out. For 2. Lengthen that left arm. And breathe. And let's come all the way over to the other side. Right cheek off of the right heel. Go right heel off of right cheek. And breathe for 2. And back to the center. And let's drag those hands down the mat, forearms on the mat. Open up those knees, keeping your feet together. And we're going to thread the needle. So bring that right arm all the way up. I want you looking at those fingers way back there. And thread, palm is up. Bring your cheek down to the mat. And I want a big breath in and out. Reaching for that wall in front of you. And repeat. And bring that hand back down to the mat, and let's go to the other side. Left arm all the way up. Don't rush it. Work on that range of motion. And thread it. And breathe. And thread. And thread. And bring that hand all the way back. All right, let's bring our forehead down to the mat. And let's bring our hands back behind our bodies. And we're going to raise those hands up behind your back. With every breath out, you're going to go a little higher. And then bring those arms all the way back down. Reach them down the mat and go into child's pose again. And breathe. Let's slide those hands down the mat toward your knees, up your legs. Roll those shoulders back and forwards. And let's sit down on the mat with our legs extended out in front of us. And let's just give those legs a nice little shakeroo. And while you're lengthening your torso, your head's being pulled up to the sky, your shoulders are back and relaxed. Breath is out, and let's start opening up those legs. Get up there on those sit bones. Tessa likes that sound. All right, sitting up nice and tall again. All right, let's bring those hands out in front. I want you to push those arms back. Shoulders are back. Belly's into your back. Take that right hand. Swipe it across all the way back to the back. Your palm goes up in the back. Your left arm is out in front. Try to keep those arms straight. And then bring them all the way down. Breathing. Keep those arms nice and straight. Breathe out again. And let's come directly up again. And we're going to swipe it across to the other side. You're still sitting nice and tall. You're on your sit bones. And let's reach for down to that other leg. Keep those arms out. Come back up, and we're repeating that again to the other side. Once your arms are in the position, start bringing your chest down to that leg. And breathe. And up. And all the way to the other side again. And come all the way back up. All right, we're going to come out to the center. Walk your hands out to the center as far as you can without pain. Feel pressure is good, not pain. Looking straight down. I want you to take a big deep breath in and out. And come all the way back up, roll all the way back up, sitting nice and tall. Let's take this right leg, bend it, sole of your foot coming to the inner left leg. All right, sitting up nice and tall. You're on both sit bones. Okay, let's just put a little pressure on this leg. Again, opening up your hip. Be tall, head's being pulled up to the sky. You'll find it easier to open up that hip when your body's aligned. And breathe. All right. And let's just switch legs. And again, sitting tall. Over top of your hips. Don't be leaning back or forward. I want you to be pulled straight up to the sky. Okay, that's great. All right, and let's bring it back to legs out in front of you. Just give them a nice little wiggle. And let's bring our hands all the way up to the sky. And we're going to do a nice forward fold. So I want you reaching up to the sky, your belly's to your back. Start breathing out as we're walking across the sky and then down the wall, reaching for the wall in front of you, looking at your knees now, reaching for the wall in front of you. Come down as far as you can go. Breathe in and out. Then collapse down, and I want you to just massage your calves or your feet, wherever your hands are, and breathe. Massage, massage, poke and prod. Let's tap the top of our toes. And then let's roll all the way back up and rolling those shoulders all the way back. All right, we're going to hands out in front, push those shoulders back. We're going to roll all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slowly, all the way down. So I could go back this way. And lengthen your bodies from wall to wall, belly to the mat. Reach, reach, reach. And then right arm, left leg. Left arm, right leg. Awesome. And let's snowman it all the way around and grab your knees. Give them a nice hug and roll side to side. All right, let's bring our feet down to the mat. We're going to just do a couple glute roll-ups. All right, so measure from your fingertips to your heel and have your knees about hip width apart. Okay, we're going to pick up, squeeze that blueberry off the mat. Squeeze it and release it. Squeeze it, release it. Squeeze it, hold it, and we're going to start rolling up our spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing your hips all the way up. Keep going. Let's go a little higher. Get up there on your shoulders if you can. And rolling all the way back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, and release that blueberry. We're going to do that one more time. Pick up the blueberry. We're rolling all the way up. Keep that blueberry between your cheeks, all the way up. If you can, get up there on those shoulder blades and put your hands underneath your body. Clasp your hands. And we're going to release and roll all the way back down. All right, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go up into bridge. And it's sort of like a crazy, okay? Go up into bridge and you're going to take your right arm and take it over your left shoulder. So as you're going up to bridge, you're going to your opposite shoulder and back down, and then come back up and go over to the other shoulder and back down. So up, pushing those hip flexors all the way up, and switch and switch. So you're going up to high bridge and you're just reaching behind you, opposite arm, opposite shoulder. One more per side. And coming all the way back down. And let's give our legs a nice hug and roll side to side. And bring those legs back down. And your arms go out to T and your legs come up above your hips. I really want them above your hips, right? Always. Okay, and your belly to your back. Push that belly into the mat, and let's bring those legs over to the right, looking to the left. Hand comes on to those knees, and breathe for 3. Try to keep those shoulders on the mat. Let's bring those legs back up to above your hips again. Belly to the mat, and roll over to the other side, looking to the right, keeping those shoulders on the mat. Hand comes on those knees for that added little stretch. And bring those knees back up to center and your feet come down to the mat. We're going to take that right leg, place it over your left knee, open up that right knee, bring it into your belly button, and then take your left hand and you're going to push that knee, push the right knee into your left palm, and then open up that knee, keeping that resistance for 3. Keep doing it. Flossing. Right? Keep that resistance on that palm, knee to palm. And then let's grab behind that left knee, pulling that knee towards your shoulder and line up that heel to the knee. So your heel, your foot, your knee, and your shoulder all lined up. Pull and push out with that right elbow. And this one we're holding and breathing. And release. And bring those legs down. Give a little shakaroo. And let's do the same thing to the other side. Left leg over right knee. Open up the knee. Bring the knee to your belly. And then knee to palm. Keep the resistance and open up for 3. Then we're grabbing behind that right knee. Line it all up. Pull and push. And hold. Awesome. And bring those legs all the way back down. Give them a nice little shakaroo. Extend those arms overhead, clasp those hands together. I'm going to do some scissors. Really focusing on, okay, lengthening your arms and legs throughout this whole sequence, all right? So really focus on that, but most importantly, your belly's being pushed to the mat, and if you can, roll those hips towards your belly button. So both hands are going up over your hips with to meet, both hands to the right foot and back down, keeping that belly pulled to the mat. 2, reaching, lengthening. Try to keep those arms and legs straight. And breathe. 4, 5, 6. We're doing 8. 7 and 8. Right arm to T, left arm, right leg going to the outside of that foot. Remember, you're lengthening those limbs, reaching from wall to wall and belly to the mat. When you're on the mat, lengthen. 7 and 8. Hands are together, going to the other foot. 1. Belly in. 2. 3. 4. 5. Don't forget to breathe. 6. 7 and 8. Left arm to T, right arm, left leg. 1. Belly to the mat. 4. 5. 6. 7 and 8. All right, both hands over head. Bring both legs up above your hips. Hands are overhead, reaching for that other wall. All right, your legs are overhead. Open up those legs. I'm going to stay here for a second as well. Letting those legs, just stretching them out. You can bend those legs and then straighten them. Flex those feet and point. All right, we're going to bring your hands up and over and pulse it through for 4, 3, 2, 1. Crisscross. Open. Try to keep your shoulders up off the mat the whole time. Crisscross. That's 2. Pulse it for 4. Crisscross. Pulse. Crisscross. Pulse. Crisscross. Pulse. Crisscross. One more. Open up those legs. Crisscross. And let's bring those legs and arms all the way down. Keep pushing that belly to your mat. Lengthen. Awesome. All right. From here, we're going to roll over onto our bellies. So roll over onto your bellies. And we're going to do some Superman work, working those lower back. So we're going to bring both arms and legs up off the mat, belly to the mat, back and down. Up for 3, 2, 1. Reach for those walls and down. One more, all the way up. Hold it up there. Bring those elbows back to your body and then dive in for 1, 2, nice big deep breath out as you're diving in. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and down. All right, this time we're going to go up both limbs, and this time let's just flutter kick. Kick those feet, reach those arms to the opposite wall. Breathe. And down. Woo. All right, let's bring our hands to our shoulders and push all the way up to child's pose. Walk those hands out in front of you. Awesome. Let's drag those hands down the mat towards your knees, up your quads, and roll those shoulders. And then sit down onto those legs. We're going to go into pigeon from here. All right, so let's come down. We're going to go into high plank. Your knee comes into your chest, across your mat. Bring that leg down. And go down onto your forearms. And if you can, go down, bringing your chest down to your leg and your forehead down to the mat. And breathe for 3. And then let's just switch legs from there. So I always go back up to plank. You can come any which way you want to go in. Bring my knee to the chest and then across the mat. You may have to readjust. And slowly come down to wherever you're comfortable. Remembering you should feel pressure, but you don't want anything to hurt. Awesome stuff. And this time, let's just roll out of that and come sitting right down onto your mat, and we'll sit cross-legged from here. Sitting up nice and tall. Put a little pressure on those knees. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. All right, shoulders are back and down. We're going to do some neck work from here. Okay, so your shoulders are going to stay still. Right? Still, back and down. Take that right ear over to your right shoulder. Directly over. Okay, feel that stretch in your neck. Stay here. Now let's just look up a little tiny bit. You're going to feel a stretch higher in your neck. And now let's look down. And you're going to feel that stretch coming across your trap a little more. And then come all the way back up. And we're going to the other side. So left ear over your left shoulder. Do not move your shoulders. Breathe. Never stop breathing. In and out. All right. Let's look up. Keep those shoulders still. And let's look down. And bring that head all the way back. Let's turn our chin over to the right shoulder. Come all the way across to the other shoulder. Come back to center. And let's do 3 circles all the way up and around. And the other way. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome stuff. And let's just massage from your elbow, okay, all the way down to your wrist. And I just want you to move this hand nice and slowly back and forth, okay, as you're massaging all the way down to your wrist. And when you got to your wrist, squeeze it, give a nice little shakeroo. And let's just do the other side. If you find a tendon that's a little sore, stay on it all the way down. Break up that fascia. It's just gummed up. That's what we're doing here. Just trying to loosen up if there's any gummed up or scarred tissue in there. All right. And when you're to your wrist, squeeze and shake it. And roll those shoulders back. And we're going to sit lengthwise onto the mat. We're going to do 3 rock and rolls to ragdoll. 1, really bring that belly to your back so you're massaging your spine. 2, and 3, up to your feet. We're in ragdoll. Hold those arms. We're going to hang here. Nice big deep breath all the way into your belly. And then all the way back out. Let's wrap those arms all the way around your legs, giving them a nice big huggaroo. Squeeze them tight and say, thank you, legs, for carrying me all this week. And then arms become spaghetti in front of you. Soft bend in the knees. Wiggle those arms. Pulse it up. Gonna roll up your spine one more time. And roll those shoulders back. And let's just shake it out. High fives. Happy weekend. Everyone have a great one. And we'll see you on Monday.